Yo, what up? My name is Don, and today we're going to be checking out Lamb of God's brand new album that they just released earlier today, titled Into Oblivion. I'm super excited to check out this album. It's been a long time coming, but there's been a couple of the songs that we've heard already and reacted to already, so we're not going to be checking those out today, namely Into Oblivion. This is a track that they released just a couple weeks ago. I did my reaction on January 27th, and Sepsis, they released earlier last year. Did my reaction on October 6th, 2025. Go check that one out. And as well, they released Parasocial Christ on November 21st, although I hadn't reacted to that one yet, so that's where we're going to start. All three of those tracks had videos, and the only other song on the album which had any sort of visual was Blunt Force Blues, which they also released earlier to the entire album release. So super excited to check this out. Without further ado, let's hop right in and check out the prior release, Parasocial Christ by Lamb of God. That dude looks like Randy. Was that some flavor? Mark with the goosebumps, bro? Yo. Yeah, baby, let's go. That was filthy. Yeah. That was sick. That was sick. That was sick. That was sick. Okay, so I feel like one of my biggest gripes with Art Cruz as a drummer was, I feel like, a little bit kind of addressed in the song, I guess is the best way to say it. The mix was a little weird, which I felt maybe was messing with my enjoyment. I'm not sure if it's my headset or I have ear issues as well. I'm not sure if something messed up is going on today with me or my headset. But I want the mix just felt a little distant for some reason, and I really don't know if it's me or not. But overall, I really like that song. That is one that released last year on November 21st. That's been out for a couple months. I've just not listened to it. I honestly wanted to kind of avoid the entire album until it released, and that was my original plan. But I had listened to Sepsis, and most recently I had listened to Into Oblivion. So I think Sepsis was the only song that I originally reacted to. And it wasn't really my favorite. It didn't really get me super excited for the album, so I think that's why I didn't really get on to listening to Parasocial Christ. And I mean, that was a mistake because it's sick. I think that there were some cool things that Art did that I want to address. So let's get back into it right away so I can talk about those things while they're playing in the background. I always complain about wanting more flavor from Art, and there were times in this song where I feel like I got that flavor, and I feel like it really complemented and really started to mesh with, really started to touch on the energy that the rest of the band was bringing. That solo, by the way, from Mark was filthy. That solo felt just cosmic. It felt a little bit more shreddy than maybe. I mean, Mark's always been shreddy, but normally the solos feel short, or they still feel. I don't know. Whatever. The solo was just a breath of fresh air. It was a breath of fresh air. I quite enjoyed it, and it was, for me, that was the pinnacle of the song. It really took the attitude that the song was delivering and just drove it home. That was sick. The tone that he hit was sick. He loves doing those cosmic bends, man. We're not calling them boomer bends anymore. He likes doing some cosmic bends, bro. They're so sick. So, like I said, let's bring that video back up and get back into it. The video is a little bit abstract. I feel like they need to maybe go with a little bit of a different video director, in my opinion. There are a lot of moments over the 3 videos that have been released, Parasocial Christ, this one, Sepsis, and Into Oblivion, where the camera has so much erratic, unnecessary movement that feels like it's distracting from any storyline that it's trying to get across. I don't really understand the videos, to be completely honest. I think that it's just, in my honest opinion, it's wasted money. They don't really get me excited in any way for the song, and I almost would rather just see the band jamming on a song like this, especially. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the video, but the visuals are obviously high definition. They have some weird, makeup and 3D effects that look cool, but I think are just very out of context and very weird for this video. Overall, it doesn't make any sense to me at all. Maybe if I read the lyrics. So I want to get onto the lyrics and the vocals. Randy sounds excellent. I think Randy has sounded excellent his entire life, and some people say he's getting better. I don't think he's getting better. I think he's always in that top of his game. Randy has just always sounded excellent, and I don't know how he does it. He's my favorite vocalist and continues to be my favorite vocalist, period, bar none. The drumming in this, I just felt like there were less snare, tom, bass drum fills. It felt like there was a lot more flavor. I'm getting a lot more cymbal use. In my opinion, I'm not a drummer. I'm just basing it off what I'm hearing and how I'm experiencing the song. The tone. Can we talk about the tone as well? The tone is so tight and so crisp and crunchy. Obviously, tones in general from so many different offerings, amps, VSTs, blah blah blah, are getting so tight and crunchy. This solo here, listen to that bend, cosmic. Listen to that. Oh. Mark just loves sending you into the stratosphere. He combines complexity and bluesy riffs and he allows his solos to breathe. He infuses such amazing melody, in my own opinion, with that complexity that makes it just top tier. That's how you write. That's how you write good melody. It doesn't have to be in a solo setting, but I mean, it is a solo. That's how you write good melody, in my opinion. It complements the song, and it retains a lot of the themes that the song presents yourself. I love this breakdown. I love how they drive home that energy, and it feels like they really paid attention to the layering in this song. For me, the drums on this song finally isn't sticking out as something that's a sore thumb for me, and I quite enjoy that. I think so far is my favorite song on the album, having only heard 4 of them. Very cool. Yeah, very cool. So would love to know what you guys think of Parasocial Christ, if that's been one that you've been enjoying over the past couple months already, seeing as how it's been out like 5 months or something like that. Or if it's another song. So we will get through them. We're going to be skipping over Sepsis and going into the Killing Floor next. So anyways, drop your comments on this video down below, what you think of the song, what you think of the music video, if you think any of the 3 music videos so far are complementary to the songs, or if they're just a little bit distracting. In my opinion, it's the latter. But anyways, as always, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.